So with that said, let's begin. My outline is on the board, and now I want to get started by talking a little bit about how to start. One popular way to start is to tell a joke. Don't do it. And the reason you don't want to do this is because when you're starting, people are rustling their papers, they're finishing an article in the paper, they're not ready to understand what you're saying because their ears haven't become attuned to your speech parameters. So they're just not ready for a joke, and you say to me, well, what about Jay Leno and all the great comedians? They seem to start with jokes. And in fact, they don't. There's some other comedian who's been warming up the audience for an hour or so to get them ready to hear that first joke that the real comedian delivers. But in most of your speaking, there won't be somebody doing that, so you shouldn't begin with a joke. So if you can't begin with a joke, what do you do? Well, one thing that I like to do is start with a promise. I like to say something to the audience that indicates to them how they will be empowered by the talk, how they will be better people by the time I've finished. I might start this talk, for example, by saying that it will make the difference between a career-busting experience and a career-launching experience. And that's designed to give you some idea that there's something in this talk that will be of value to you. And it tends to make an audience pay attention much more than just beginning with the material itself. But still, there is this problem of getting the audience ready to go. So another thing that I like to do, even before the promise, is to write a kind of menu on the board. A sort of outline of what I expect to cover. And this has two purposes. First of all, it's a signal that the talk is about to begin. And secondly, it forms a kind of dynamic opportunity for me to tick off things as I go, so people can situate themselves in the talk as I go. So now I can, for example, come back to this outline and say that I've covered the material that I intend to talk about in talking about how to start.